We back. Nice little chit chat and grub. Alright, let's see if we can knock out the rest of this shit. Chase the car and shoot the balloons behind. Damn, we got some budget. Pop all 50 balloons. Damn. Keep it tight. Okay, I'll say that's the special. I think you just gotta get 50 anyways. Perfection. Awesome. A little bit more spicy kind of stuff going on. But because of how smooth the controls are and the general, this might be more spicy. Not too hard. Easier to kind of pull it all off. Not very finicky or anything like that. I thought 10 was the most. Got fucked. Also don't think there's like strict about landing and all sorts of little minutiae like that. Like that one was like you pretty much just have to hit them all, right? Like an impact thing. I mean, the ones that I have had that still have a bit of spiciness to them. Too bad. A couple points off for perfect, I guess. And I'm not worried about getting all perfects. We're just running through everything, checking it out, credits, that type of shit. That photos of the castle, the bridge, and the hotel. And I mean, if it's anything like the last photo, it's much less specific than some of the shit in Pilotwings 64. I don't honestly like the trails. I mean, I'm fine with them existing, but I don't really like how I don't like that they score you. That's kind of shit. I'd rather kind of pick my own path. That's probably the most hand-holdy part that I think is a little too... Like, I'm cool with, like, the controls being more arcadey and it's more simple on that front and they just make, like, tougher challenges or something, but... I'm not really into the idea of the fast food brisket wars. Brisket? At Panda Express? I had wings, like happy hour wings. Sports bar, Siegfried. Tasty. I had wings in forever. Never had brisket at Panda Express. Is that new? If I'm at Panda Express, I get like orange or spicy chicken, like the sows, and the big one is the teriyaki slices. Fried rice, but I don't. Their fried rice is kind of shit. It's good enough. Oh, new? Could try it for lunch someday. Brisket, though, I'm guessing that costs more. Really? Guess they got the formula then. The fuck, I'm taking a jet. It is premium. Okay. Let's go get different kinds of rides. Sounds good though. I'm sure me and my brother will get some food tomorrow, but I wanted to try an Indian place we have out here. We'll see. My brother likes to usually hit the diner, which is great. It's a cheap place. Oh, cool. Yeah, hopefully it's not just a fluke. Shit. Man, this thing can really just fucking stop and start from nothing, huh? I'm gonna restart that. I don't need to in this game. I'm gonna do it anyways. On principle. Well, nice. Good food on your weekend is awesome, man. Tell me though, we were talking to Elliot earlier. What are you feeling? Bruce said it's pretty yappy, but he liked the weapons and the combat. Have you put any more hours into it? I'm thinking of sending it back, man. I don't know if I have the time for it, honestly. Everything I hear about it, like, mixed enough where I'm like, ah. But I kind of wanted to hear from you guys first. I'm just really excited to be hitting the backlog, and I just like, this is what I really want to be doing fucking Elliot. Damn, the nose here. Oh, that's right. I thought you were starting. Maybe you already told me you were going to delay it. Was it just Bruce and Riggs who have it done? The demo, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. People getting scared off it. I understand. Yeah, I got Star Fox coming up, which will be quick. I'm trying to decide if I want to play PC Star Fox before that and start having that be the game I can just use as filler. Just try to get high scores. We'll see. We'll see if I want to get into other stuff first. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so we got skydiving and shit. That's cool. results like you'd hope so. Nice. Oh, pretty much perfect. Yeah, I guess Delta didn't start because those are the big ones coming up then. What the hell? This is like molten. Weird nighttime look. Maybe that's how it looked in Wii Sports Resort. You guys, big Wii Sports Resort high scores. I don't remember if there was like a scoreboard on that or like what the deal was. There was goals on it. I don't remember what they were. I don't think it was like a Sakurai board, but something like that. I think I played more of the original Wii Sports. But obviously Wii Sports is Resort the better game. But. Obviously I bring that up because this is Wii Sports Resort. A touch more focus on the air games here. Long trip. Real long one. Make sure we land. Thankfully you can hit it with the glider. Close enough. No perfect though. These types of events, it's the goddamn landings, just like in the last games. I get you. Now collect extras in free flight mode. Extras. We got Balloons, gold rings, locations. $40 per stunt rings. Me trophies, ooh, exciting. Turbo. Not too interested in like grinding out that. I think I kinda just want to get through the gold and platinum. Woohoo Island. You don't remember Woohoo Island? Famous Woohoo Island? Yeah, it's straight out of Wii Sports Resort, the same island. Oh. Restart a bit quicker. Yeah, that plus the 3DS spin. You definitely get kind of the Green Hill look to it. I don't have enough water left, man. Get more water. Get more score if you like use less water. Weird. Not the smoothest. But if it gets me 2 stars, man, I could give 2 fucks. Beautiful. Follow Miguel and copy his stunts. Miguel. Miguel, your stunt. Banking, okay. Pick it up, Miguel. Does he speed up when I boost? Okay. Oh. Yeah. Where's the thumb wrestling? That's what we're here for. Air thumb wrestling. Alright, Miguel, we get it, bro. Has to learn to dodge air mines while doing tricks, yeah. Extreme sporting. I'm sure they're just rubber balls, even though he'd be dead as hell. Yeah, this one's what you probably would expect Pilotwings to have been like on the N64 or SNES or something. Minus the Wii cynicism. More happy-go-lucky, Giga Arcade-y. Freewheeling. The Kendo? The Kendo was crazy. We like ran down the whole beach killing people. It was fun. If I had space and a desire to fucking move at all, I'd probably whip it out for memes or play the new one, but I feel like it is, man. I mean, it wasn't in the last one. They could easily done it. Maybe they'll make a hot reference to it here. I really don't like the guide. I hate that they score you on it. I think having to figure out at least like a path would be okay. This one maybe I get it just a little more because it's like pretty much full open, but still. Good enough then. Oh man. You can only get that if you're boosting. Like Jesus, even my boost I have to lock down and use when they want me to. Hello? I don't really want to be upside down next though. That's cool. Real cool dog. I miss the Evil Syndicate, bros. Evil Syndicate was soul. I mean, this is probably the best feeling Pilotwings by like a long shot. Obviously, the depth is a little lower, but like, you know, you had the right challenges and it'd be fun scoring. Like, this just is like the most responsive. Just feels good, runs good kind of deal. Now, granted, at this point in time, with the Wii Sports Resort editions and stuff, you know, there's definitely a more cynical... It's not beyond, like, you know, it's just like, oh, everything's just great or something. You know, it's Mii's, it's literally just the Wii Sports Resort Island. It is just challenges, $40, right, that kind of thing. It's a little bit more open to criticism on that front. Like, it does feel clean, but, playing it safe, both asset and structure-wise here, too. It's a fun little deal. Yeah, only good, safe syndicate. The Nintendo syndicate here. I figured there'd be another island in this, just to like, you know, like it's its own game kind of deal, but it's all woohoo, bro. I mean, they're like fun challenges, and it's not like it's like poorly made in terms of like how it feels, and adding a few extra vehicles. Now, I mean, for like a full price 3DS game. Well, how much do 3DS games cost on launch? God, jeez, I forgot. I'd always get mine like sales or secondhand or something. I want to say 50 max, right? So it's not that there isn't like fun to be had here, but you gotta wonder if just like the other ones, the scope and all that isn't more fit almost for like a lighter thing. Like if you didn't know that like this was a Wii Sports Resort map and like the Mii's weren't a thing, like maybe you'd give it a bit more credit, but like I mean this, like other than to create like a down-res version of this for the 3DS, I mean this had to have been a fucking cheap game to make. Like these challenges are not like, you know, maybe it took some time to get them just right and make sure they're fun and all the physics and shit, but like the challenges themselves past that are like very cheap, which is probably the same in all of them. But I think you could get away with it for how like fresh it kind of seemed to be on the SNES as like a tech demo launch thing. And even then, it probably got shit for it. And then on the 64, it did get shit for it. At this point, I mean, it's no wonder most people probably don't know this game exists. That's a little cosmic storytelling there. They were pushing balls. Go. They're bringing this shit back. Despite hitting that, like nothing happened. Oh yeah, I mean the quirky characters are just fun. Mii's suck. Mii's have always sucked, man. Unless you're gonna make the Mii's some freak shit like Tomodachi Life and have all these extra like features and stuff to like give them more personality, and that's all like player made. Like Mii's have always looked like shit, and they're definitely no substitute if you don't give a fuck about the self-insert shit to just like a fun original character. But this one plays well. Like it's not bad. Now I mean, like I said, different times, different amounts of content, different asset flips. This one's probably like just second to second, probably the most fun so far. But if you're looking for like a good challenge, or you're looking for something that's a little bit more original, or it's like a more ballsy structure, or like content, or something like, I mean, this being more or less a Wii Sports Resort asset, but kind of hard to look at it the same way. All of them are kind of like that. They're not like clear-cut cases at all. They all have some fuck shit going on, or something cute, or something novel for the time. Then also some bad things. Find the UFO, then escort it. Oh. To what? Where are we going? I think I see them both. One in the town and then one on the bridge. I think. Oh, yeah. Now, if you had like a bunch of mixed objectives and you really pushed it a little harder, at least this at like a more budget price, and it wasn't like an asset flip, like probably be easily the best one. I'm totally down at the more arcadey, easy controls with the right challenges, right? I would take the old characters for sure. It always felt like, you know, when you hear people talk about Pilotwings, or you just think of like what Pilotwings is in your mind, you're like, oh yeah, there's going to be some kind of cohesive characters or art style or some kind of vibe to it, but really they're all pretty fucking just different, right? Like 64 is this really bizarre early 3D Western made game, and then like the SNES one's a bit more of like a classy Mode 7 tech demo with like a fucking military twist to it at the end, and this is like a me asset flip, like Giga hunky-dory bright type of game. This is probably around the tone I expected going into the series, but obviously not as an asset. Oh, well, when I heard the name Pilotwings Resort, I was like, and then I saw the Muse, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be an asset flip. But I mean, they put effort into the physics and shit. I mean, it feels where the controls and mechanics feels good to play. Don't get me wrong. And there's definitely some mastery here. You gotta get like perfects, and then they said when you get perfect, you unlock like another scoring or something. Whatever that is. Move. Schmovie. Perfection, bro. Yeah, right? Man, it's so many years apart, too, in this case. Like, this one absolutely, like, the extra little assets and, like, the bit more budget, or not a bit more budget. Yeah, I'm sure it's a technically higher budget than the other games. A bit more, kind of control and feel on the mechanics and stuff. Like, it's way more arcadey, and I'm sure some people almost prefer, you know, the more sim-ish. They're not sims, but they have like a little bit of like, you know, you really have to like grapple with like the feel, and like even just something like a turn and a landing is gonna be really hard. And this, it's like they just make it super easy. It feels good. It's fun to do. So they make more complicated missions here, but I could see people kind of missing the old style. But I don't know. I'm cool with it. Yeah, it's literally just 2 sets of challenges again. I mean, 64 was like this, right? You could jump into any challenge and pick from the 3. They just didn't break them out like this for some reason. It's just, yeah, it's hang gliding, it's jetpacks, it's flight with a few twists. It's a free mode, which is straight out of Wii Sports Resort. That's it, man. It's cheap. Like, it's got it where it counts like the other ones, but then it's also clearly like budget and cheap, just like the first 2 in weird ways too. Like, you know, this being the Wii Sports Resort map, and that, it's like a, you know, complete asset flip. The other ones having like very little, you know, the first one having very little content because it's a tech demo, the second one having kind of uneven everything because it's like Western made and like also tech demo-y and not the launch game they probably had the most focus on. Some of this almost feels like it's supposed to be nostalgic. Like, the 3-minute timer challenge? This sucked in the 64, but here it is again. We're doing it again, guys. This feels like a game of opportunity. Like, we're like, okay, you know, we're gonna take some Pilotwings and put it into Wii Sports, and then everybody starts saying, oh my god, this is like Pilotwings when you're flying the plane around and shit, right? And so they're like, okay, let's turn that nostalgia into like a game and like asset flip it. Like, let's do the little Pilotwings thing. We'll charge $40 for it on the 3DS. Yeah, I mean, they definitely don't fuck around. It's just, they just do be Pilotwings every time. I don't think any of them have ever really felt like they might have done some novel things, but they're definitely never felt like a very cohesive, like, you know, the characters and the visual styles were kind of in cohesion at all, or thought about too deeply. Like, I've taken way too long to get these. The only thing they're missing though, in the oldies, only one, bro. Such a shitty fucking challenge, man. I don't know why they would bring this one back of all of them. The first challenge that wasn't completely free is like the shittiest fucking type of challenge. But yeah, no Evil Syndicate, man. We still got shooting, but it's way more cartoony than this. Hit that. Easier to try to hit this thing. Yeah, I wonder why too, because it feels kind of like, in a way, if there's any series that probably needed like a bit more oomph, a bit more something something, if you're gonna sell them at like full price, like Pilotwings would make sense to buy some of that. I wonder if it's because it's always either like a tech demo or an asset flip, so it's never just really had like the full backing or like desire to go hard on. I mean, they're totally fine little games. I mean, these days, I mean, you release one like this, it would have to be like a budget thing, right? But like imagine charging like full price for this on the Switch, right? Even $40 on the Switch. It's like Wii Sports Resort again or something. I don't think it would fly, but like I said, I don't imagine they'll ever make another one, and if they do, it would be something like how it is now, where it's like been kind of combined into like Wii Sports. Kind of just makes sense for it. Like Wii Sports is literally just Pilotwings. The fuck? Really? If you land 1.5 seconds early, you don't get any of the points? Classic Nintendo of this era, bro. Tell me I need to take a fucking break. I've been playing for 40 minutes. What the fuck? What was with the like take a break shit on this fucking era, dude? Was it just the casualization thing going on? They wanted to be like the family casual. Oh, think about your well-being or whatever. You play it for 10 minutes. Was it really? That would make sense then. It's like, I just don't see why they'd bother. I mean, Nintendo's had this like faux family-friendly thing already, so I mean... They just put a bunch of like... surface level, lip service-y... Take a break, guys. Bullshit in. makes sense. I missed this. Oof, better. Thank you, Andrew. Glad you're looking out for me. You just booted up the 3DS. Are you sure about that, pal? Oh, I just went 2-3 real quick. That almost feels like it's more of like a flavoring thing. Oh, I needed a certain amount of height too. I forgot this was like a multi-test thing. Hey man, as long as I get the 2 stars, I think that's all. I just need a certain amount of stars, but... The pedal glider. It's like reggae ass fucking. Some of the tunes have been chill. What the? What if I run out of stamina, bros? My game, man. They let me hit the fucking leaves. Yeah, the Mii's about to shoot his organs. I mean, the Mii's trying to fucking like fly with just his legs here working it. I don't think you could work this shit unless it was some god machine fucking pedal hard enough. I guess it is a glider. I don't think we're supposed to just perpetually keep getting more fucking height. It's a little effort. You have to like open up at that one spot there. I thought with the wheels it would go a little farther, man. got more fucking track. And I ran down on my feet and the wheels there. Some good brakes. The Platinum Club. I'll save the plain ones for last after this first one. I agree with the second game, man. And the cinematic thing to have at least last on the list, not just hard required. Yeah, like flying in a cave like this and the other ones would be a nightmare. It's just, which is totally fine. It's just like a different speed, right? Like they're not Sims, but they're definitely trying to be like more difficult to master, more basic feeling of flight, and pushing more towards the dial of reality than like this game would be. Not that any of them are pushing anything close to reality, but this game makes no qualms about being 100% Goof Troop. I think it's fine. I think it's probably the way I prefer to take it. Anyway, there's plenty of like Sims. Whether it'd be fun as long as they can like fill it out with enough interesting missions and types of gameplay. -2 because you landed from 3 feet up in the air. Something? Oh, of course there's a landing spot I couldn't see. Camera still sucks shit on this and is like button based. No. What just happened there would have been a death sentence in any other Pilotwings. Even thinking about it, and I wouldn't call them that hard of games either. This is kind of the difference here. I mean, that doesn't mean necessarily like the top mastery is like harder and easier kind of thing, but definitely just clear. Freedom. Until next time, or you gonna find something different for a while, or wait till the next season? Balloon Buster. Makes sense. Be good to be free of all the tax nonsense, though. Can't imagine that's the most spicy thing for sure. Am I not quick enough, bro? The fuck? What is the speed? 50? That is too, because you breathe. Hello? I stabilized and I guess this thing's moving. I just went flying back. Yeah, I feel for it. Sometimes it's what you gotta do, but definitely not something for life. Unless you just fucking really don't care about bettering yourself. You think you'd try it again? Or hopefully have something better at that point? Yeah. Only if you got nothing else then. Funky ass song. I did the OST for this. Some of it ain't too bad, man. Like, it could be way more soulless for like a me-based Wii Sports Resort asset for it. Like, they definitely have like some motifs they like keep reusing and stuff, but that's not like a bad thing necessarily. 29, just because the landing was like a fucking centimeter off, right? My boy ain't doing no fucking perfects. You can help it. Jesus. You gotta like start diving immediately pretty much. Or you're supposed to hold this at like a perfect angle and hope you pick up 60 right at the last second. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, one way, baby. This is a game with like very little wiggle room. I don't really like that they like show you all the paths you're supposed to go on and stuff. And they like score you by doing it. I'd be okay with like they just have like guidance, but they can kind of make your way slightly different. But since they give you like a point for them, it's just like, well, fuck, I guess that's what I'm doing, man. Like, this music's a bit more like what you'd expect from like a Wii Sports yes thing. Like some of the function shit, I'm like, alright. Probably not as good OST as the N64 game. Get this shit, bruh. Barely made it, man. Oi! They also let you crash. That's just pretty wild. I'd also say they're lucky that Woohoo Island, for lame of a name as that is a pretty well-made level. Lots of like little different areas, little city bits, castles, and tunnels and all that shit. Like, if you're gonna asset flip something to fly around on and only use that level, not the worst one to do, right? I mean, I imagine there would be no more Pilotwing games if Wii Sports didn't exist, but I think it was just one of those like too perfect of an opportunity to like just flip it into a Pilotwings thing or be inspired by Pilotwings. Because you have to imagine for Wii Sports and Resort, like, the Pilotwing structure was like talked about, right? Like, and talk about doing the same thing for tech demos again. It's just like not just for sports or air sports. Yeah, so I was saying, if you just put this out nowadays with this much stuff, I feel like, yeah, they would probably do a much shittier job at the feel of it. But I also just like in general, I don't think it would fly with being a big asset. This would have to be a cheaper game. Yeah, I get what you mean though. Yeah, like all the missions feel good. They're all fun. The game just feels good. Like other than it probably just being small, that's the asset flip part of it. Otherwise, it's like definitely some thought into making it fun. It's not just like raw flip in the most cynical way. Like Nintendo charging like full price for like a fucking port with like a touch of extra shit, right? I feel like the touch of extra shits are probably worse than what this is. Granted, this is $40. I guess I don't know how good like the Kirby DLC was with like the Switch 2 bullshit. Oh, wasn't ready for that. Start. Yeah, like it's just like the other ones, where there's something to kind of sort of criticize, but like it's still just fun. Like there's enough thought put into the feel of the mechanics and the general quality of the missions in all of the games that despite some low points, some weird circumstances, right? Like the tech demo, the low budgets, the asset flips, you know, they're still like where it counts fun. Like I don't think I'd want to like play them like non-stop or like get perfects or anything, but like it's just a nice little time to just go through them, frankly. Like, none of them have been like a pain. Now, I mean, there's different eras where people might like not like certain elements of it, right? Like you might not be into the arcade structure of like the SNES one. I get that, you know. There might be some jank in the 64 one you don't like, or maybe you just really like the more arcadey, easy to control, but mission-based difficulty of like this game, right? Instead of mechanical. But it's not really like a big slight on each one. Like they've all got their fucking like issues, I guess, but yeah, like if the controls and like the general vibe were like shittier in this to like how it felt, then it would be super cynical, right? Because it is just Wii Sports Resort. I don't know. I think this kind of game can also just sort of be refreshing at the right time also. That makes sense. Like it's just gamey ass game, just raw. You just little challenges where you get scored on points out of a fucking menu. And then it's fucking cuts to credits, right? So that done well can be cool. I think it could seem a little weak. Especially from a contemporary like viewpoint. But I think really to combat that feeling, you just price it different, right? Like you couldn't charge $70 for this nowadays, right? No matter how good the feel is. Just the menu-based bullshit, the asset flip. Like this is as far as they're gonna go on it. Like there's no way. But like I mean, if you put this out like $30 or something. And if the map was like not from another game. The new Wii Sports was more like this type of shit. Less motion nonsense. I'd probably want to play it. Was this little island in Wii Sports Resort? resort heads in here. I will say, man, look at the fucking cover art on this game and tell me this game does not look like raw shovelware, right? Like, this game has the stink of shovelware. And I can't blame for somebody for even thinking it kind of is, right? Because of the asset flipping. I keep repeating that, but it's one of those, when you get your hands on it, it feels good enough. And maybe some of that is carried over as well from Resort. Like, the plane flying is from Resort, right? They didn't really do anything there. That's the same shit. I don't remember if there's hang gliding. There is wingsuit shit, I think, but that might have been just in the skydiving. Poppy Roachet's last resort? I don't know that. Yeah, I think the easiest way to, like, compare the games is just compare the takeoffs. This game, you, like, immediately start going up. You don't have to, like, throttle it or spend any time speeding up. Like, it's just, you're just through now. Shows the focus difference, like, no nonsense as far as, like, landing on strips or anything. But also, you could never do all of this shit in one of the other Pilotwings. Boy, dude, technical. I mean, maybe you could, but it'd be like a nightmare. It'd be super difficult. Who in here actually played Wii Sports Resort? I'm making a fucking poll. I'm actually curious how much the asset flip matters to people. Does this seem like a really fresh area? Because I mean, if this level just existed just for this, it'd be pretty good. Right? But even the earliest game had multiple maps. Now they were really basic. I'm sure you probably made 2 seconds. Polls. Manage goals, sub only chat, manage polls. Ever Oasis. Those rigs crave Ever Oasis. The 3DS is a bountiful. It is bountiful. Most Nintendo handheld generations are pretty bountiful. Especially GBA and DS. If you don't do the takeoffs and landings, you'll be shamed. Can you not in those? Can you just crash and beat ass? Alright, I'm getting plenty of practice here. Yeah, shame that Endless Ocean got fucking taken out fucking back and slaughtered with the Luminas, or Luminaire, or whatever it's called. Oh, you can't skip them? That's part of the immersion, surely. Some way to sway you, some sort of memento left behind. Some kind of maybe characters from Train Odyssey just hanging out for my mind. You'll lose our respect. The face from the fucking litmus test or whatever. The filter. True. Ace combat player. I really liked Endless Ocean 1, man. I mean, I did for 2 as well. But the one with the soundtrack and everything, like, they've got their weirdness, but what makes them unique, and the atmosphere and all that, just crisp, man. Like, I don't love the, nobody played it or didn't play it? Fuck. Polls are dead, bros. Nobody believes in Twitch polls. Nobody cares about Wii Sports either way, dude. Yeah, I should have mentioned the poll popped up. That was my bad. I'm just trying to get a gauge on, like, how many... I feel like a lot of people probably played Wii Sports Resort, so, like, the asset flip nature of this would probably be more of a deal, but, like, I guess if you didn't, I mean, the game feels a little more ballsy. Like a little bit more high effort in a way. Not that it doesn't have effort. It did. Oh, for it. It doesn't matter. I don't need perfect scores. Unless there's some nonsense for you unlock for getting like all the perfect scores outside of free reign mode, which I don't really care about. I'm fine with the short and sweet unless there's something really worth unlocking. I was already boosting up because of course you would, right? You're going up the fucking mountain, you're gonna like stall out, but of course I did it just too early and I didn't know there was a speed thing there. Whatever, man. That's like I said, that's the only problem with it being a little too on rails on the plane sections is like you don't even have any room to like freeball. Oops, like here. I'm gonna like arbitrarily wait for this. I just want to open up at the times it makes sense. Chud urines for nacho fries. Fucking chud cat. Time to hit TB. Yeah, please do. I've only had those once, but they were pretty good. How far away is Taco Bell? I'll try to get 3-star in every mission? What? What if I don't want it? wouldn't be like the hardest thing ever. But is there like a point? Really, this game has like a credits. Let's find out. Probably we just go straight through the platinum, but there might be a pilot difficulty or something. It's what Lark would want, dude. Did you ask Goose what he would want? Goose was a chud, man. For sure. He'd be at the UFC White House fight, man. Dude was fucking decked out in the garb, man. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably just 3-star them all. I'm curious if that's like how you get like the end though. Pilotwings Resort. How to credits. The credits, you have to 3-star everything and then you unlock diamond mode. That might be like a bonus mode. Hawk, Ibis. I remember their screams. The most important thing. Yeah, because other than the 3 stars, like, I mean, that was it. We've spent 2.5 hours on this game, right? There's the diamond mode. I don't know how big that is. And then there's the free reign, which is just a collectible fly around mode. So it's like, in Pilotwings fashion, it's pretty low on actual content, but it's supposed to be about mastery, I guess. At least 3-star is not perfect. Just pretty damn good. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, that's the thing, it's just like Wii Sports pretty much just like assimilated Pilotwing, right? I mean, it's the same structure, the same idea, and then the resort's like, why don't we just throw Pilotwings events into our game? So yeah, that just makes sense to do. Then they worked backwards and said, well, now that we've done that, we could just make a standalone version that separates from Wii Sports and sell it for fucking $50, right? Alright, see, like, the photo was slightly off. The time was slightly off, but like, we still get the 3-star. Yeah, these almost feel like it should have been like a $20 thing on the DS and stuff, but yeah, it's super sterile. Not like, it feels good. Like, that's the best thing, is like it feels good, and like it is colorful, and Woohoo Island's like a good level, but like Asset Flip, this me thing being really sterile, and it was always sterile back in the Wii generation, has always been kind of like a whatever thing. That it is just raw menus, just picking challenges around the map, right? Like, it's fun for a little blast. Like, I could see maybe want to master, but generally, like, probably just like doing what I would do, we just kind of play for a quick hit. I don't know if there'd be enough here for me to be like, yeah, dude, this was $50. I mean, I'm a cheap ass, so. Yeah, each Pilotwings has its kind of like issue, right? It's usually not with the fundamentals, like that stuff feels good. I think that's what keeps people giving a shit about it. But it's stuff like, you know, the amount of content, art direction, how sterile, you know, it can feel, that kind of shit. I think content is probably the big one across the board. I don't think there's anything wrong with having just like a mission-based, just challenge game. I think that's totally fine. But I mean, they're all full-price games, right? Which feels a little crazy. Yeah, it's never felt like Pilotwings has really had like the full force of somebody's like raw passion and like a budget to like really go at it. That's perfect. I went past the middle. I don't think it ever will either. I think the best you're gonna get is like a... Because I just don't think there's enough like legacy there. Like, who are the Pilotwings characters? Like, what do you do in Pilotwings that isn't like a Wii Sports thing? Like, it's cute this exists, and it's like a fun little thing. Look at this bitch's face, bro. How about you take a fucking break, champ? The primordial soul jank? Yeah, for sure. Especially with the whiplash. Fucking helicopter bits. It's also the most impressive tech demo, right? Like, this isn't really a tech demo at all. This sure is the most impressive on a technical level and visual level. Just because gaming has come that far. And it does feel the best. Even if it's less sim-like. But like, the Mode 7 thing was probably still the best, like, for its time, like, rendition of a, you know, that kind of thing, and a cool bit of, with a cool feel to it still. Like a flight game with visuals to match. I don't know, world where it's just like mostly 2D, so. You know, the 64 one, that doesn't quite work as well, and it's definitely, like, the 64 one is like soul jank, but yeah, more for a 3D era, where this is like no soul jank at all, right? This is just like raw, sterile Nintendo Me era. You can't get less soul. I mean, I guess Wii Sports Resort's a bit more soulful than like just raw Wii Sports, most me shit. But like the island is nice looking, it is colorful, but Mii's in general, and like the UI and the missions. Put on real Earth, but real. Now we got some more, we got it. Yeah, definitely not as polished as Pokemon Snap. I mean, the amount of like different models and interactions that go on in that, while still having like a progression structure that's more satisfying, despite being like a menu-based game, it's just way more impressive. Like Pilotwings is like, it looks jank. It doesn't. It's got like cool air stuff for sure, which, you know, that's ballsy in a way, but you know, the SNES thing had it too, and the Sim Savage. Yeah, there's just a bit more of like a cohesive, like tight vision to them. Like the Pilotwings games are still like, they're fun, they're cool, like they're going for something, but they're just definitely missing that like extra bit of sauce that would make them like something that would like have like a long living like franchise, like you know, fan base that like really wants it back, right? Like whenever I think of, and this is super anecdotal, whenever I think of like Pilotwings, like people talking about it, it's like, oh yeah, you know, the Wii Sports Resort, like that's like a Pilotwings thing, guys. That's a Pilot. Like, you know, most people don't even know what the fuck that is. Or maybe they played it like, oh, that's cute. That's like Pilotwings, right? It reminds me of like when Kingdom Hearts 3 had like the Einhander reference bits with the fucking like gummy parts. It's like, oh, that's cool, but like, there's no way there'd be another Einhander game. It's just not the kind of thing that would have like another game, right? Like, oh yeah, it's like when people talk about some obscure, like, you know, fucking like Brain Age, or I guess Brain Age isn't like really super obscure or anything, but like something like that where it's just like, it's really just like Smash reference fodder. Like, you know, it sucks being like an F-Zero fan, but like, there's way more of a chance of getting something as an F-Zero fan than like a fucking like Pilotwings fan. Right? Like, Pilotwings is at least such a simple structure and a cheap enough probably game, and that they have another successful series with Wii Sports that you might like incidentally get Pilotwings like with this, even if it's in something else. Like Wii Sports, if you like Pilotwings, play Wii Sports Resort, right? You will get Pilotwings equivalent stuff in there. It might not all be flight, but there's enough flight stuff. There's skydiving, there's flying around and like planes, right? I mean, that's already like most of the content of like a fucking normal Pilotwings game. Right? Like, the Pilotwings tend to not have much of anything going on, right? They're very light on like actual gameplay. Like, they're 3 to 4 hour affairs, and a lot of that's based on like the difficulty of the things. Much more arcadey mastery type of things, which is, I mean, most games, especially back in the day. So it's like, in a way, like, Pilotwing fans, you know, they've had some games, I guess. If you're really gung-ho on it, right? Like, they exist, they're just not called Pilotwings. And I don't think, I don't know if enough people really care, and I don't know if Nintendo really cares either, because like, what is Pilotwings' legacy, really? I'm 1 point off of fucking perfect. Yeah, they'd have to like reinvent the whole thing, and it's like, my deal is like, why Pilotwings? Oh, I missed a speed panel? What? Whatever. When they won't even do like Star Fox properly or anything. I mean, I guess Pilotwings is a bit more of like an actual light thing, but yeah, exactly. Well, up to 1,500 feet, then land as close. Okay, this one. This one sucks. I have to get up to 1,500 feet too. Focus that down, but we need to hit all these still. I don't want to dread the miss. But it's like, on one hand, it's also, you know, it's one of those like, well, you're not gonna really get many more Pilotwings games that aren't like out of like a Wii Sports deal, because it's just kind of cannibalized the idea. But on the flip side, it's also like, who are the like not who are the Pilotwings fans, but like are there really, is there, I mean, we're talking like, there's not a lot of people who give a fuck, like, I mean, Pilotwings is probably that, right? Like, there can't be, like, there's people who like hold a candle for the N64 one, or whatever generation, because they're like tech demos, right? Never say never, yeah. Well, I mean, they've got a new Wii Sports Resort coming out. That's it, right? I'm not looking for another Pilotwings games. I mean, they're fun little deals for sure. But yeah, like, if you were like somehow like a Pilotwing head, I feel sorry for you, man. Whatever the fuck a Pilotwings head would be, I guess, too. Yeah, and that's my deal. It's like, and like, who's asking, right? Like 64 is a tech demo for an early 3D generation that people have a lot of fucking nostalgia for. Right? Same with the SNES one. It's like one of the R&D 1 games for the SNES to show off Mode 7, which is like, you know, some of the earlier 3D shit on like a console. And, you know, Air Sports, like, console shit in general. It was like, who the fuck? Like, this is a fucking asset flip, right? There's no tech demo here. There's no, like, ballsy, like, you know, like anything funky going on, right? Like, who played Pilotwings Resort? This game probably sold, like, 2 copies, right? Like, who are the Pilotwings Resort fans? Or it can't be like a huge group of people, right? That's the deal. It's like, who are the new fans that they would be like, oh yeah, here we go, man. We will make another one. I mean, effectively, to probably, I'd imagine, like a Pilotwings head person, there hasn't been a game since the 64. And even then, 64 in the original, I mean, intermediate games. Well, I mean, they got Gyro and Wii Sports Resort. But I guess if they did like a dedicated one, yeah. The fucking cycling bros. We got fucked on this one just because you had to like hold out on your fucking... That's one of the cool reggae songs though. You gotta like hold your fucking pedaling a bit. They said if you like go and like last time too, bro. Like the hitbox is kind of big on that shit. Or it's really hard to gauge the turn. Yeah, it's just interesting. Like, you know, Nintendo's like a big brand, but it's like, is this really a series that has like a lot of fans? Does it have a lot of place? That isn't already kind of cannibalized by something else. Like, I would say probably not really. Like if there's ever been like a case for like legitimately like, okay, you know, like I could see there being another Star Fox, right? It's got certain characters, it's got a certain style, it's got a kind of gameplay that you don't see a lot of these days, or like an F-Zero, the speed, the characters. You know, the music stuff, like, I could see all that stuff, but like, Pilotwings, it's like, it has no particular style. It's generally just a collection of like air sports stuff with like a mix of styles that's usually kind of like, incidentally been like, you know, most aspects of it have been like incidental more than like Giga Plan, right? Like, I mean, like, they've never been, like, too focused on, like, making them all feel kind of like part of, like, a world or something. They just kind of do their own thing, is what I mean. Yeah, I mean, that's my thing, is, like, it would have to be, like, another weird tech demo, but would people be, like, impressed by, like, a tech demo for this kind of thing anymore? Like, yeah, it'd have to be, like, fucking, VR or something, right? Dude, that shit, man. I'm literally gonna just have the same score as last time. You have to be like hauling fucking hard ass, man. Mission's like very like, fuck you. I could get a better landing at least. Yeah, Sony kind of tried. I mean, I wouldn't say the Connect or anything like that was proper attempt or anything. Not VR either, but like, you know, motion-based crap. Yeah, I think it's just like an expensive thing, and there's not enough like devs wanting to like put the dough into it. I mean, who knows? Like, I mean, in a world where like AAA dies enough, maybe people would try to like flock to new places to try to innovate to make big profits instead, and maybe it's a resurgence of VR type of crap. But yeah, I don't know. They did do VR though, you don't remember? Labo? Where my Labo bros at? My Labo heads. Rix doesn't remember Labo. You put the fucking cardboard up to your face and play it like VR. It's the cheapest VR in the business. Fucking... What the fuck was the Labo deal, man? Did you guys know any kiddos who had, like, Labo? They whipped out their cardboard and made some little games? We brought the Virtual Boy back too. Come on. Here's our console VR. Whatever, man. Hopefully that's enough. Good your landing. Did this thing again, bro? Go. Mission is a pain. What is the perfect, like, rhythmic press of this? It's supposed to be like a rhythm you're supposed to go at. Oh, man, I really could go for another Endless Ocean, though. Damn shame. Those are really comfy. These are kind of comfy in a similar way. I mean, these obviously take a lot more, like, out of you. But Endless Ocean is, like, raw, fucking around, man. Endless Ocean, probably very different vibe from Eldritch. Story heavy, stress C game. also true though. Bodies of water. I desire them. For some reason, August DK2 in a school out with XP VR has come since then. I wish I could get into VR. Oh, whatever I said clearly did not come across clearly. Compare Endless Ocean to the game you're talking about. I don't think they're even similar, right? That's what I'm getting at. They have bodies of water in them. Yeah, I would like to get into VR it's someday. That'd be cool. There's just, I mean, why not? There's more stuff to try on it. New kinds of art, new kinds of expression, new kinds of games. But I just don't have the space, the money, even for cheap shit. Maybe someday. See how VR is at that point. I don't imagine it's gonna have any kind of like psycho like giga resurgence or anything, but maybe it'll just keep churning. VR VNs, bodies of water, massive creatures. True. I mean, the original Eldritch is probably people being scared of fucking freak monsters out there. Well, the original monster stories, right? Tokyo Chronos has VR. No. There's just a bunch of like gimmicky VNs with VR in them. I don't even know what that is. That says good things. I mean, it's cool people are making them. I mean, do they actually use VR in a special way? Or is like just the text box pop out and everything else is the same? Are you supposed to be like, I'm Keiichi and I'm like looking around and I'm looking at panties, or like what? Headset support. Oh shit, it's like 3D. Oh, you're like looking around 3D. Damn! Like shit, bro. What's with the lack of shadows? But I mean, I'm digging the idea. I'm digging the somebody going for it, especially in the VN space, man. I'm willing to fucking give anything credit, but this paper cup one is like looks raw as fuck. This paper cup pic. Let me pull it out on the stream. Like, it's not even the VR part, it's just like damn. Probably like VR chat VMs that look a little crispy than that. Wonder how the story is and stuff. I mean, I'd play it. Fuck, you know, if I had VR, I had space. I knock into shit. How tight this room is, just fucking, you're able to see everything. I love playing Alex and some of the more bizarro shit. Crank it to VR, man. Like, okay, you got the whole world there. Probably some next year crank material. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's not as good as you think. And I love like a super immersive, yeah, like murder mystery VR thing. Maybe like a Hotel Dusk type of world or something. That could be a comfy murder mystery. I mean, that's not really murder. We barely got that. It'd be cool just to run around like VR chat worlds. I watch VTubers run around fucking VR chat worlds. There's some pretty good creative shit in those. Perfect mission, dude. Not even. What do we miss? A speed panel? Was there one hidden somewhere? That one speedy enough in a speed panel? We don't need perfects, no. We need 3 stars. Alright, last 2. Hopefully, well, some of these were just me skipping something and not giving a shit. Probably the case. I remember one of these we really phoned it in. That's the ball one. Damn it. You have to pretty much just full tilt that shit and pray to God. Let's hope we don't need that for the 3-stone. Everything else was perfect. Like, I don't want to hit the ceiling is the problem. My God. Oh, apparently my time wasn't perfect. It was one off. This is that shitty thick balloon one. I guess if you go full tilt, you don't actually go towards the ceiling at all. None of that shit happened too. The biggest problem with this mission is just seeing everything. Like, you need like way more zoom out in my opinion. That's good. Oh, you said that the Microsoft went back on the PlayStation Plus thing? That was their choice? Were they just like stupid? And like just didn't like even realize it was gonna happen? Cause like who was that benefit other than like Sony? I don't really understand it. Okay. Interesting. Surely it's just a fuck up that went viral. I don't know. Really, bro? What? The fuel? The time? I guess it's my time. Bro, this mission sucks. Shit. Interesting how in this Pilotwings games, any mission with big balls is pure fucking ass, man. Crazy how that works out. Really, that's okay. Like 8 points off a max. Time still could use more. They want you to just run through 3 buildings at once. Not supposed to. That's it, bro. Just cut. You've got 3 in every mission up to Platinum Class. Here's some credits, I guess. Monster Games, dude. Richard Garcia. Outsourced. Just like in the Pilotwings too, man. Outsourced, can't tell by the names. Feels like American based on the first names. Only the Japanese can make a soulful game. I don't know if I care about doing the extra round of bullshit. We'll take a peek, but yeah. I mean, so in short, it is what it is. It's an asset flip that's banking off a touch of nostalgia. It saw an opportunity to pull out some stuff from Wii Sports Resort to make a little game using assets here and sell it at probably too high of a cost. I think $40 is a little too much on the 3DS. I think if this was $20, totally fine. Tadashi Sugiyama. It was Koji Kondo on the first one, right? Bring back the Kings. Bring back Dave. Or whatever from the second one. But, yeah, so they saw an opportunity to make a quick little asset flip. Put some kind of sports something on the 3DS. Pull the Pilotwings name a little bit. And just like how Wii Sports Resort saw an opportunity to be like, hey, let's pull a little something from Pilotwings, right? I mean, this is a tech demo game for the Wii Motion Plus. Let's take the idea of essentially Pilotwings and just go full in on it with, like, combine it into the sports thing, and it makes sense. They don't even have to name drop it. So, like, that's not inherently a bad thing. It's okay that some things can be made, you know, with, like, a little, economical, like, eye to it. Like, you know, that's, like, it works, right? You know, it's like, okay, you know, they saw an opportunity, they went with the, I don't know if it sold well at all. It looks very shovel-wary, but you get in here, it plays well. You know, some of the activities are taken from Wii Sports, or the entire level, the Mii's, all that stuff is, like, already pre-done stuff. But, like, the physics feel good, the challenges are fun. Generally, some of the music and shit feels nice. They try to add a few new vehicles, which is cute here and there. Doesn't do a lot. It doesn't really go overboard for a game that's assets are pretty much already fucking done. So it kind of feels, you know, even the UI and all this, like, it's very kind of cheap and simple. Like, those elements aren't good, but, like, it feels fine to play. It's cool for a blast of just flying around, kind of a pretty nice level, like in a sunny vibe, and kind of just nailing some flight challenges if you like that kind of thing. It definitely doesn't have the funny whiplash or the impressive tech demo nature of, like, the first game. It doesn't have the fucking bizarro early 3D funk, like, you know, 90s irreverent kind of just style thing going on. This is very, like, it is an asset flip in one of the most sterile eras of gaming, especially from Nintendo. So on that front, it's pretty raw. But I don't know. It's still fun to just fly around and do shit. It's just it's way overpriced. I don't think this forwards Pilotwings as a series. It needs to have its own character, not characters necessarily, but its own feel. Something it's doing that's a bit more divorced from like Wii Sports. It needs to probably have a if ever. I mean, they don't need Pilotwings. I've been saying this whole time, but like if it ever did continue, it would need to be like its own, like much more robust kind of offering us, like more shit, and probably more of like maybe a campaign structure and all sorts of little stuff to do, or just an ass load of fucking levels and an interesting way to kind of get people like in a Neon White sort of style. I want to do more and unlock more and like, you know, upgrade shit or unlock shit or whatever the fuck. Like you could do like a Pilotwings like Neon White type of like setup game. But even that, like Neon White's like $20, right? Like I think Pilotwings is really just the realm of like a cheap, small little game you kind of do. And it's like there's just no reason for that when you have Wii Sports at this point and they're doing like sequels to it. So I don't know. On its own, it's a cool little game. It's fun to just play through. Get it cheap. You can't even get it from the stores anymore. This game's fucking lost media at this point. But I think if you're into Pilotwings and you don't hate the Mii style or the Wii Sports Resort asset flip, I think it's worth giving a playthrough. You can get a nice evening out of it and some change, especially if you want to master it, but it is asking a lot for very little freshness. So. What is Diamond though? Oh, just 3. A turbojet finale, rocket belt run, and the sunset pedal glide. Why not? Okay, let's take a peek. Gimmick final missions. You only got to use the jet like once, surprisingly. But yeah, it's probably the best feeling Pilotwings game. I mean, it's more arcadey. I'm kind of repeating myself just for the end of the playthrough here, but like it is the most responsive feeling Pilotwings thing. You know, with the most complex levels because of that. And that does feel good, especially if you're coming right off of the SNES and the N64 one, which are a bit more focused on having the dial a bit closer to sim-like, with like having to think about and kind of grapple with physics a little bit more, and like that stuff's cool, you know. I don't like hate that, though they're fun, right? But if you're hoping for something a bit more arcadey, you know, like a Mario Kart of Pilotwings kind of thing, this definitely kind of goes into that territory, so. Whoa. To like push the fucking nose down just for this thing. The only thing that's like that. Price problem tells that they believe every trade they pinch out is worth full premium price. I mean, regardless of what you think on Splatoon Raiders, they do tend to like overprice the shit out of stuff, especially their ports and remasters, and they don't put stuff on sale. They do put some stuff at a cheaper price. I think Kirby's Kirby, Yoshi. But I mean, it's usually like a $10 difference these days. And they've been the ones who've pushed stuff to like 80 and charge bazillion dollars for ports with like barely any touches on them. That's like as a whole for sure. The camera could really do some catching up there. There we go. Let's go. But yeah, I can't think of a time where lately where I'm like, I feel like I'm getting like a deal from like Nintendo's. It's either like alright pricing, or like abysmal pricing. The problem I have with the Rocket Glider is just the shittiest camera, man. There's a problem in the N64 one as well, but we don't care about getting 3 stars on all these. I doubt you get anything. We're just checking the levels out. I wouldn't want to redo this one anyways. I mean, in regards to this game, I think $40 is, at the time, for what this is crazy. And I'm glad that the devs actually put in some effort to make it feel good, but I mean, we're talking like grift levels of fucking like not good value here. I mean, it's a $40 fucking game. That is like pretty much a raw asset flip down to even some of the activities, right? That it ended up being pretty fun regardless. It's like pretty much the silver lining. So like as far as like worth your time, for sure. I mean, I tend to not get like too crazy on the value thing since I'm a cheap ass anyways, but I didn't know this was coming because the camera's so shit. Cool to play a Pilotwings game with like 2 sticks ever. Whatever, man. Last one. Sunset Pedal Glide. Yeah. Well, thank you guys for hanging out on the Pilotwings thing, though. A little mini series marathon. I think it was really interesting. You know, that it's like a Nintendo series, that it has like, you know, entries over a bunch of different periods of time, weirder price points, and that they're mostly like, it's like a very tech demo series. You know, there's stuff like your Marios and Zeldas that you could say like probably also have like tech demo-esque entries, yeah, but they're not like series that are pretty much like predominantly like tech demo. Ooh. Like Pilotwings is really outside this one. And if you count like Wii Sports Resort almost as like a pseudo Pilotwings thing, like kind of like defined by being like a tech demo despite being like pretty much identical gameplay, yeah. Just different feel every time. So I thought that stuff was cool. I think the amount of scuff was interesting, even charmful sometimes. Charming sometimes. Also is the two-edged sword, I guess. But despite that, you know, they always had like rock solid fundamentals. And just, you know, a fun idea, right? Like they're not like ambitiously crazy as far as like structure and like idea go. Like it's just a bunch of challenges just in a row. Like, you know, fucking like flight challenges, but like they feel pretty good if you get your hands on them. And I gotta respect that for sure for something that's essentially like just tech demo city. I mean, you can have the bouncers, which are tech demos that feel like dog shit generally, and are a lot more like, you know, scuff. Like these are worth just like a little playthrough. Definitely not a series that's going to be going into my the annals of like big quality or anything, but it's an interesting little. Oh, I have to like fucking slam it. Okay, hit the pedal the brakes, not just hold them. But it's an interesting little experience, and I mean, if you like air-based stuff, there's some fun little asides here and some neat little like console-focused like playing shit. And I like it for that. SNES is the soup. Launch anchor and tech demo for us. Work turns with Super Rough 3D. Rough 3D trimming the silly stuff like Evil Syndicate. Yeah, it's definitely more quirky than like the odd Whiplash charm. Oh yeah, that one speed panel's worth like 50. Yeah, exactly. There's always like something kind of holding them back. But at the core of them all, they have like some kind of like solid fundamentals, right? Like it's just fun piloting like a vehicle that's well designed enough through like an environment like this. And none of them are so ball busting that they're just like, ugh, annoying, right? There's annoying missions in all of them, but it's like, you know, you can clear them all if you're halfway decent, like 4 hours apiece, right? This game was like somehow the shortest. It was like what, 3 or 4 hours. Halloween 6, 4, 5. The first one was like 4. The first one's definitely the hardest. Like actual like the most difficulty, especially with the helicopter missions and the like more arcadey structure. You can skip a lot of weird shit, but like that one, you know, even just judging stuff because of the mode 7's a little weird. 64 has the most jank difficulty. This one is obviously the most breezy, but honestly probably feels the best. Yeah, that's cool. It's interesting. I don't think I really see people like doing like a series playthrough pilot. I don't think there's like any interest in it, but kind of a fun little one just to blast through. I mean, I've played single games longer than all 3 of these took though. Take credits, right? And I mean, they're a series you probably could do way more in, right? It is about mastery and squeeze a little bit extra content out of it with all this type of stuff where you like explore the fucking island and shit. Unlock nighttime, you know, that kind of crap. Like, give me this stuff. I don't know, explore and grab crap. Wow, collectibles, wow. Even that animation is the same, bro. Oh, these faces are supposed to tell you what trick you're supposed to do? Yeah, these are cheap. Yeah, if you're looking to just like explore an area and unlock shit from it, I honestly feel like Wii Sports Resort's probably better there. At least you get out and like do stuff and some of the missions. This probably has like more actual stuff to grab, but Resort just like looks better. If you're gonna explore, if you want to explore Woohoo Island, if that's like your thing, probably not the game to do it. Yeah. Anyways, I guess that's kind of it. So Pilotwings is a series. All right, it's an interesting, really interesting novelty. I think it's worth playing just because they're like fun, but none of them are like godly. I can they're interesting like snippets in like different eras, and I can totally respect like the probably at the time some of these came out where people could get kind of addicted to them and kind of like the wonder of exploring environment and flying around and all that could kind of captivate, you know, like a kid or some shit. I don't think this game's got that going on. I mean, I'm sure there's kids who like played this, but this one's like, if a kid's got a 3DS with fucking Pilotwings Resort, he's probably got a fucking Wii with like Wii Sports Resort, right? Like, I feel like that's like on the tier list of things like some kid would be good. I feel like this would be after. So, but the early ones are interesting, and that I feel like they've kind of got like a. I could see where they land for some people, and I could definitely see because I've played games like that. You just master a skill and go up like a leaderboard essentially, and that's pretty cool for that. But yeah, whole different eras, right? Seeing different tech demos in really early periods of like different consoles, and then getting the most like sterile asset flip thing that isn't a tech demo at all is an interesting trajectory. They're all cool for that. Fun to talk about. Yeah, that's my thing. It's like I kind of wish like the 64 one tried to bring in like new wacky quirky characters and stuff, but it's so like irreverent and like all over the place. Like it just doesn't give a fuck. It's just screaming and like craziness and shit. And yeah, there's like no dialogue really or anything. That like it's no wonder there's not really like a there's nothing to really like hold on to. Like what is Pilotwings? Who is Pilotwings? Right? It's just complete just wacky back factor, which like okay, you know, but as like a series or something, right? You know, that's not gonna really. I mean, maybe, you know, if there are like wacky games, I guess like your Rhythm Heavens or whatever, like they're getting sequels or. But generally something a bit more concrete, something more cohesive that is an identity, right? Probably is what would make a series last, but I don't know if they. I gotta imagine, like, I don't think Nintendo's ever cared about this as a series. It's just like, oh, let's do another Pilotwings as like a tech demo for 3D flight. They did it on the SNES, that's cool. And then this, it's like working themselves backwards through it, right? Like, you know, Wii Sports Resort already exists, and they probably, maybe with Resort, were like, you know, let's do some Pilotwings type of shit. And then they're like, oh, okay. Let's flip that. Let's flip these assets into a $40 game and outsource it, right? Like, it's totally. I mean, if this wasn't outsourced, I might be more charitable with it. But like, it's. I mean, 100%. Right? Like, those names were not Nintendo fucking first party, man. Monster Games, bro. What is Monster Games up to? So I don't know. It's one of those deals where it's like. Yeah, like as a series, it's pretty much non-existent, and that's why I'm like, if anybody were to ever tell me like, oh man, they should bring Pilotwings back, think about the series of Pilot, I'm like, dude, Pilotwings is not a series. It's been cannibalized by a fucking like series that probably has more identity now. Wii Sports between the islands and like the Mii bullshit, it's probably got more like fucking like recognizability than like anything Pilotwings has ever had. And it's just like, you know, while there's not a lot of, I guess, games with somewhat of a budget that do this type of shit, this style of game too is like the realm of like mini games or like cool indies these days, right? Like imagine they released this today for $40 on the Switch. Like this is it. You just fucking fly around an asset flipped island. Like Jesus, right? Like it's fun. I like it, but like, you know, they'd have to go bigger on it, man. That's why I feel like, I mean, as a series, like, I mean, good God, there's no way, right? Like, there's no way there'd ever be more. It doesn't need to be. This is like probably like, I mean, despite being fun, probably the best you could have hoped for, right? Like, they were never gonna make like a brand new one. They get an asset flip that's at least fun. Hey man, like Pilotwings was always like an incidental, like, you know, whoa, mode 7, we gotta test for mode 7 graphics. What about like flying? Are you flying a game? That's crazy. Whoa, on a console. Whoa. Like, of course, it's just like, it just sounds neat. Like, oh, now we got 3D and you can fly. Do you guys remember Pilotwings? We're doing it again, but now it's in 3D. Like, you know, it makes sense that there'd be like another one. But now it's like, you know, like you'd have to be coming back for the gameplay, the tightness of the gameplay, which, I mean, that's not a huge selling point. You know, there's not like there's other things that could probably do that to some extent. Like, not the characters, it's not the stories, it's not like the art design or anything, right? Like, you get games like Crazy Taxi that are getting like new fucking entries just because of like aesthetics and because they put like fucking whatchamacallit music in them, I can't remember the band or whatever, but you know, obviously that's a bit more of a unique thing too, but I mean, that game probably has like very little actually going on it, but that's probably a cheaper thing too. I don't know, yeah, I mean, if there ever was another Pilotwings, it'd have to be like a $20 like little thing like this, just like a small little idea game, like Afterburner Climax was. Yeah, for sure. Like, if this had some nuts to like make like a little campaign and like maybe upgrade some shit or like try a lot of different stuff and take you to maybe 1 or 2 other islands, like, okay, you know, 40, okay, you know. But I mean, this is like asset flipping the most like strict sense of the fucking word. I mean, other than the jet and like the super rocket belt, which is like, let's be real, man, this thing ain't exactly big budget difference. It just moves a little quicker than the pedal glider, which is probably asset flip from the bike in Wii Sports Resort to a certain extent, the animations. This is like obviously cheap. It just literally sits here. It's like a Lego asset, right? Like, you know, I mean, this is all the new stuff you get. It feels good. That's probably in a great part due to how good Wii Sports Resort feels, and they just kind of played off of that, right? Because I mean, the fucking plane. I mean, I haven't played Wii Sports Resort in a while, but I'm pretty sure it feels the same, right? Like, and the hang glider ain't gonna be that different off the calculations of the plane. And the rocket belt, I mean, that's just kind of its own deal. So I don't know. Yeah, it's hard not to be a little cynical, but it plays. It's fun enough. Like I said, you just run through these all 12 hours or so. You know, this is a good little time. It's a cool look into a bunch of different historical periods in Nintendo and just games in general. Into tech demos, into asset flips. Maybe I'm giving it too much credit, but it is just like an interesting little just blast of 3 games, right? So it's one of those, like when I played all the Kirby games, that was really interesting, but I mean, I played like 15 plus Kirby games to get a lot of that same kind of vibe, and that's cool. Right, yeah. Like the idea of being like a pilot just kind of completely disappears, right? It's just about arcadey just fucking around. Yeah, so I don't know. If you're looking for another Pilotwings dip, maybe the new Wii Sports, yeah, it's just wings, fly guys that fly. That's about it. Dude flyers. Some neat music in all of them, though. Yeah, so I'd recommend them all to a certain extent, but all with their caveats. I would say the first game, if you've gotten the idea, you don't need to play past the helicopter mission. I mean, maybe beat it just to kind of do it, but the second half, whatever. I mean, if you like it, just keep rocking it. It's interesting enough. Like, it's not that hard to beat. 64, or it's just running through. There's some shitty missions, but I mean, It's not that bad to get through it all. And this one is breezy enough. It's just kind of fun. But yeah, I don't know. If you don't like the more physicsy heavy stuff, then maybe just jump to this one. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like I'm recommending like a shovelware game to people. If you haven't played Wii Sports Resort, I can recommend it easier because you'll go in ignorant, which is good. But anyways, I'm gonna take a break for now. The timeline, yeah. 1990 Pilotwings, 1996 Pilotwings 64, 2011 Pilotwings Resort, and then now. Yeah, it's just not even really a series. Every one of the games has had like review issues. They've all been like made for other purposes, right? Than just for their own artistic merit. Which every game's kind of got that to a certain extent. But like, I mean, they're tech demos before anything, outsourced. You know, 2 of the 3 games are like completely outsourced, and 2 of the 3 are like tech demos, and one of them's an asset flip. You know, this is kind of, it's not really even a series. It just has the Pilotwings name, but it does carry the same gameplay and the same structure ish through most of them. So it's loose, yeah, bad as a series. Anyways, I might be back with some more stuff, but I might be just hanging out. Sorry for the short streams today. Tomorrow, other than eating, maybe we'll start up some rewrite, fan disc. I'll run through something kind of something chill or something like that. I don't think I'm gonna start Ace Combat quite yet. I want to probably get out a rewriteville before I start that up. But maybe like another little small game or 2, or do like a Game Pass game or something. Out of his Vista. Oh, take my note. Ooh. What else has Monster Gaming done? While I check and see if my chill plan is going on right now. Was it Monster Gaming or Games? They made the Excite games on the Wii. I'm trying to find Monster games at all, bro. What have they done? Let's see. Was an American video game developer in Northfield, Minnesota. Specialized in racing games. They ported stuff to the Wii. Founded in 1996, acquired by iRacing.com Motorsport Simulations in 2022. Parent company merged them in 2025. They've been defunct for 11 months now. Here's what they did. Viper Racing, NASCAR games, Excite Truck, they bots, they bike, World Rally, Pilotwings Resort. They worked on porting, Tropical Freeze and Returns, Xenoblade. Didn't this have issues? This port? I don't remember. More NASCAR games. NASCAR Heat 1, 2, 3, 4. Tony Stewart Sprint Car Racing. SRX World of Outlaws Dirt Race. 24? We only got one before this, bro. I think that's first. Interesting though. Well, anywho, I think that'll do it for me. Might be back with something, but probably not. Not 100% sure, but right. Not be back tonight. So tomorrow maybe we'll do rewrite or some other little game. This was fun. It was a fun little deal. Glad these weren't like super torturous to get through. These kinds of little fun like vignettes into like time periods and tech demos and weird shit are fun when they're a little bit less frictional. Like, you know, I really want to like be sitting here grinding out like one really dog shit like level or something. So it's cool for that. Oh my god. Not again. Yeah, that can't be helping your mental state. Yeah, sorry about that. Well, could be on tomorrow with some rewrite. I definitely want to start getting on the Harvest Festa train. Kind of focus that down for sure. Good luck.